Ooh, got it. I'm back out in the garage. Get with the air conditioning up and running. These are going to scrap yard, so gotta get the wheel weights. I haven't done how many weights, but a little weight on that one, a little weight on that one, a little weight on that one. Anyway, it's not the point of the video. The point of the video is the 302 Super. So on the last video, I was talking about the mess of wiring. I've spent some time cleaning things up. Heat shrink fittings. Ooh, excuse me. Everything basically to make it run has been updated as far as new wire to the oil pressure sender, blue wire, green wire for temperature, red wire going to the coil. This little black wire coming out of the distributor was good, so we left it alone. This light blue wire going up here to the voltage regulator is good, so we're going to leave it alone. This wire here from the alternator back to the gauge, you can see it's got a crappy splice in it there. Come on. I'll hold on to her for Chuck's sake. Kind of a crappy non-heat shrink terminal there. There's another here in the middle of it, another splice of some kind. There's electrical tape wrapped around it. I decided that anything that had a splice in it was getting replaced, so I got to get some different wire, because I ran a 10 gauge from this red wire. Here's 10 from the starter up the amp gauge, and surprisingly this thing here coming off the alternator goes that same post, which seems a little odd to me, but we're gonna put it back the way it was and see how it goes, unless Andy in Ohio, Andy MM in Ohio, give me a wiring diagram that shows otherwise. We're going to do that. This wire here coming off the voltage regulator was it goes over and I think it ties in here as well. Wish I'd have known that before I taped all that shit together. Pardon my shitty language, but shit. Otherwise, I would have tied this wire here in with these new wires, so it was a nice, tight, clean package. I still, I mean, hi, Miss Willow. Neighbor goes on her way home, having a festival downtown. Neighbors took their golf cart. She's, I think, 5, going on 5. I don't know. She's one of my buddies. She drives by. We say hi to each other. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's a 5-year-old kid. Why wouldn't you say hi? I think this goes here. I still think I may go ahead and clamp all this stuff together and tape all that just so it's nice and neat and tidy. But it comes over here and up to the voltage regulator, so I'll have a little loop of extra. Once I get, if I do all that, that's going to be tight, which is fine, because I'll be up under the hood. Nobody will see any of that. They'll see this and they'll go, well, why isn't that part of that wiring harness? So that's kind of the plan, and maybe we'll get all that, figure out how to, I don't know, because that's part of the, goes into the plug up here on the voltage regulator. I hate to replace the wire. I suppose what I could do is take some of that slack out of it and put an end on it. That's the thought. I don't know. I probably what I'll do is I'm just gonna tie this in, figure out, we'll just tape this to that. Once I get that done, then that should have this side of the world cleaned up. Coil bracket is started. Hey, won't you film what you're talking about, dumbass? The coil bracket is kind of, when they come in using the bolt for the coil bracket as a something to kind of hold everything while I'm figuring out lengths of wire and whatnot. But compared to what this looked like in the last video, I think it looks so much better. Like I say, once I figure out like all this stuff, all this will get wrapped in tape. We'll probably still zip tie it up here to this boss on the head just to keep it up out of the way. But new brass bushing for the brass. Hell, that ain't tight. Thought I'd tighten that shit down. Anyhow, it's coming together, starting to clean up, look better. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's go here. Oh, and that piece there, that's the old, that can just go away. It's cracked and broken. We got a better one. So anyhow, anyway, that's where I'm at on the 302 Super. June 2nd, maybe? I don't know. Whatever the hell the day is, I'll be back.